Hey y'all, welcome back to Homesteadish NC. I am Samantha Pate. For those of you that are new here, welcome. We hope that you stick around and you see what all we have going on. And those that are watching and have been tagging along on this journey, we thank you so much for just dropping in and being such a great support for what we're trying to do at Homesteadish NC. Today's video is going to be a lot different than well, one, I'm going to talk about the worm farm, but that's going to be later in this video. The first thing that I want to do is I want to tell you guys something that I'm really excited about. So I partnered with a company called The Green Beginning, and I want to preface that by saying that anytime someone reaches out to me and they want me to, show one of their products or talk about something that they're doing or any of that stuff, I'm very, very, very picky about what I choose to talk about, and I want it to be something that I am passionate about already. I want it to be something that I feel like needs to be aware, like we need to be aware of, something that needs to be addressed. And this one, when they reached out, I was so excited because reading through what they believe and what they're trying to accomplish and talking with them, I just got really excited because they are all about planting trees and the importance and the awareness that comes along with that. But they also, this is one of their t-shirts that they have. It says, "Save the bees, plant more trees, clean the seas." These are things that need to be talked about, and nature lovers definitely need to jump on board with this, but we also need to bring awareness to those that may not realize just how important trees are. And did you know that trees and plants are being burned and degraded and logged at like astonishing rates? I'm talking 80,000 acres of the forest disappears from the earth every single day. Did you know that trees that we plant and trees that are here already, that they filter pollutants? They keep our atmosphere cool. Trees take that carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere and clean and purify the air that we breathe. They produce oxygen. Do you know what happens if all the trees go? We won't have enough oxygen, but I don't think that people are aware of what can be done. Planting a tree is something that's fairly inexpensive to do, and it adds value to your property, but it also is really good for you because it is taking that carbon dioxide out and it is producing oxygen. I just feel like this company has their head on their shoulders and they are thinking things through. A significant portion of their profits from like their t-shirts and their garden tools and all the things that they have on their website, you can go to thegreenbeginning.com, and a significant portion of their profits goes to charities that is specifically what they do. One Tree Planted and Reforest Action are two of the ones that they support, and they support them every single month, and that goes towards planting trees. So what you're doing is, by purchasing their t-shirts or anything like that, you're a walking billboard. You are awareness for what they are that message that they're trying to get out. And you're bringing awareness to some pretty tough subjects that need to be spoken about more. But you are also the profit from these shirts and the garden tools and all of those things, keychains. They have tons of stuff on their website. The profits from that, a very significant portion, goes towards planting trees, and I think that is a really cool thing. I will say that you can use the discount code Samantha10, and that will get you 10% off of whatever purchase you make. Y'all see this shirt? See? So cute, and the material is fantastic. All right, so here we go. I think one of my youngins is trying to get up from his nap. My oldest just peeked out the window. My husband's in there with them though. All right, so we are gonna walk in here real quick and I'm gonna show you what we've got going on. Okay. Ooh. All right, so one thing I will say is if you go to our website, www.homesteadishnc.com, you can see that we have completely revamped our website. I keep going in and doing edits here and edits there. Recently I did quite a few edits because we're growing, we're learning, we're just trying to get to a point where we can truly show what we're trying to accomplish. And so yeah, definitely. All right, so I'm gonna flip this camera around. I'm gonna show you guys the worm farm. Right now we only have one bin going. We're trying to let them populate and reproduce and all that stuff so that I can split them into 2 bins and then go on so forth. So I'm just trying to kind of save money and just take our time. So here we go. Say hey.
Hey.
All right, so my little helper decided to come out here and help us check out the worm farm.
Hey, Mama. Is that a bee place?
No, baby. All right, so this is what we're using for our worm bins.
Ooh.
And as you can
like
see,
they grow something.
yeah, they are growing something, aren't they?
Oh, that's beautiful.
All right. So, as you can see, a lot of the stuff that we put in here comes from the garden, and the seeds, like even though I blend everything up, I will show you how I do it. So I use this container right here, and anything that, we got this from Walmart, it was really cheap. It's got a blade in it, and it's just a manual blender. You don't have to plug it in. You can grind up whatever you're trying to do. And I have found that by, because we have put like whole stuff in here, and they're still here because we don't have a huge, huge population of worms in here, and so we try to be very mindful, but as you can see, they are just living their best life. Look at that. All right, let me see if I can find one of these big fat ones.
That's not a big fat one.
That's not. That's a little one. Yeah. Okay, so let's dig through here. I try not to mess with them too much. I'm letting them do their thing, but as you can see, they are healthy and happy, and just look at all of these worms. And as you can see, they are doing their job, and they are eating all the stuff that we put on the top. And because, like I was saying, because we put old, like almost starting to rot, not good for us to eat, tomatoes. We recently had a few grapes left over that we didn't quite get to, that were kind of too soft and squishy, and I decided to bring those out here, and we just, everything germinates so quickly in this space, and I come out every so often. You don't want it to be too wet in here, but I take this right here. I got this thing from Dollar General.
You spray some water in there.
And I fill it up from our rain barrel, so this is rainwater.
I want to do it.
And I just,
Can I do it?
Can you do it? Okay. And I just take and kind of mist it several times just to make sure that it's just a really great environment for the worms. And then I try to go ahead and... You saw a lizard in the shop? So our goal with the worm farm is to be able to take this one and grow. We have several of these bins already made and set up the way that they are. And so we are going to just continue to probably once we get 1,000 in here, we'll probably wait until we get to 2,000. They usually recommend that you start with 1,000. I, however, could not afford to do 1,000 to start with, so I was like, you know what, I'll experiment, and I will do like 500. So I'll go from there, and I'll do what I can, and just once it gets to 1,000, then I will let them go until 2,000, and I'll split them up.
Granny's out here.
Okay. So anyways, okay, y'all, I wanted to bring you out here to the garden bed. I am working in the yard a lot today. I just got finished kind of turning the soil a little bit, and this did not work at all. I mean, it did good for strawberries for a while, but I ended up digging up my strawberry plants and putting them somewhere else. If they live, they live. If they don't, it was a great run, and I'll plant them elsewhere next time. But I am going to work on shoveling all of this out and putting it in my other raised bed. And something that I decided I wanted to try, because we're planning on having chickens in the spring, is, I don't know if you can see these little guys. They're very annoying creatures for in the garden. These are, okay buddy, thank you. But these are called, like, they're grub worms, and these particular ones are for a stag beetle, I want to say is what it is. They're very annoying, and they bite. They're not nice, but chickens love them. It's a great chicken snack. So I thought that since my garden beds have several, that I would try using this and making a lid for it and creating a compost bin to grow some grub worms. Oh, thank you. You're awesome. Is that mine? Thanks. Garrett says it's important to stay hydrated. Drink more water. Right, buddy?
I thought this one was the cold water.
Yeah, it's cold water.
Daddy got one.
And it's very good. Thank you. All right, so that's my idea. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna try it out. Letting them break down my waste that comes out of my gardens, my waste that comes from my kitchen, and giving them a try in one of these bins. Yeah, these guys are called grub worms, and they will actually, they're in the larva stage, but they would actually become beetles one day.
Beetles?
Yep.
What are beetles?
But at this stage right here, all chickens absolutely love them. So we're gonna try collecting all of them out of our garden beds, since we're clearing things out and planting. Yep. And we will give these guys a place to hang out and hopefully repopulate and in a controlled environment. Don't you think that would be cool?
Yeah, is this one plant anything?
That is actually a tomato plant that I didn't think was going to do anything, and then all of a sudden it started growing like crazy. So Mama's going to let it stay and see what it does. It's not supposed to get much bigger than that. It doesn't get very tall. These don't get very much taller, maybe that much more. And yeah, I don't know if it's actually going to produce or not, but we're getting ready to pull all of this stuff up and get ready to plant. So stay tuned.
Mama.
You're looking for your food?
Yeah.
You want a tomato?
Yeah.
There's plenty of red ones right over there, or you can get a purple one. Look at those. Hey, did you see the purple ones?
Yeah. I'll see them.
Check that out. They're so beautiful. We have just several plants that are coming up and several things. I just want to get in this bed and work it out. I'm going to leave these peppers here for as long as they want to stay, because they are producing like crazy. However, we are planning to try some different things for the fall and winter. And let me walk you guys over there so you can see the okra and the rattlesnake pole beans and our lettuce. It's all doing really well and it's producing like crazy. I picked we only have 3 okra plants, and I picked some pretty good sized okra today, and it was a lot. So let me flip this around so you can see. Okay, so here is our Jing orange okra. It is doing really well, and our rattlesnake pole beans are climbing up the okra plants, and as you can see, it is just producing really well, and the flavor of these is so tasty. But here's our lettuce we got going on, a couple different types of lettuce, and I plan to plant more over here, and when we get ready to pull these up, we're going to plant some more in this area, and this bed is actually going to have a top on it. As you all can see, I am exhausted and I have been working like crazy today. I have gotten a ton done outside. I started out earlier in the front flower beds and trying to get those straight, and I got inside and I worked on the house quite a bit, because you know that's never done. Like, they don't tell you that when you're a kid, that when you grow up it is never done. It's never done. Like, there's always, by the time I lay my head on the pillow at night, there's like a million more things that I could have done. So I just do the best that I can with what I can do, and just I'm so thankful for just everything, and we're so grateful for how things are going, and just we're so richly blessed. And so anyways, thank you guys for joining us, and I know that this is a wild quick video and crazy video, and we're kind of all over the place, but that's been my day today. I have been all over the place. So anyways, thanks you guys for checking everything out, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. God bless.